Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to What's It's Angel Wings. Today we're going to be doing another repair video on American Girl doll. Before we get started, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. But anyways, our patient today is this 2005, I believe, Felicity Merriman doll in her Traveler Me outfit. As you can see, her eye, one of them, is just stuck, and I didn't end up actually fixing that. I just wanted to show you that that is the condition she came in, and also she has stains on her outfit, and her pin curls have been cut. I don't know if you could tell earlier, but her pin curls have been cut, and she is also missing her shoes, which sucks. But I eventually plan on getting her a different Felicity outfit from this. This is not the outfit I plan on keeping her in, but yeah, the main thing we're going to be focusing on is fixing up her hair today. And now the first thing I like to do is take off their heads, because I just find that I find it a lot easier it just is a lot easier to do that first. But anyways, as you can see, she has stains on her shift, the stains on her outfit. They bled through, sadly. But anyways, the next thing I'm going to do is take off her head. What am I doing? Oh, I'm just showing you the condition of the doll. Sorry, this voiceover is this isn't scripted. This is obviously not a scripted video. And then what I'm going to use to take off her head is a fork. I've seen people use sewing pins. I've seen people just cut it. I've seen people try to brute force it. But my preferred method at taking off doll heads is just using a fork. But anyways, this doll isn't in too bad of shape. She doesn't have any ink stains. She doesn't have any stains on her body cloth. I don't have to wash her body cloth. She doesn't have any paint problems. This is overall just a pretty standard fix up video. As you can see, welcome to my bathroom. I'm using Castile soap to wash her hair. And then if my water stream seems kind of weird, it's because I have a Brita filter on my bathroom sink, and that just, I don't know, it's for like skincare, but I know it looks kind of weird like this. But yeah, as you can see, I am neglecting to cover her eyes and not get water in her eyes. That's for two reasons. One, because she has decal eyes instead of pinwheel eyes, so I don't have to worry about silver eye. And two, I have a blow dryer on low heat right next to me, so get all the water out really easily. And yeah, that trick has just been a complete lifesaver. And then the next thing I'm going to do is fill up my, what's it called? A kettle. I'm filling up my kettle really quickly. It's just a cheap kettle you get at Walmart, and I'm going to use that to wash her hair in a little bit. But while that is boiling, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to condition and detangle her hair. And the reason, this is what I'm using. The reason I don't do this before I wash it is because I don't want to just get all the germs and stuff that are in her hair everywhere. I always just wash it before I do anything else. And then, yeah, as you can see, I don't know where my wire comb went, so I'm just using a broken wet brush. It wasn't always broken. I used to use this on my doll's hair a lot, and you just want to make sure that you're not using a comb you would use on your own human hair, because your hair has oils and stuff, and it will damage the doll's hair over time, so you don't want to share with your doll. But and then here I am using a rat tail comb, again, just trying my best. What I need to do is I need to go to Target and get the Our Generation wire brush, because it's only like $6. So I need to do that soon. But anyways, yeah. Once you are done detangling your doll's hair, you're going to obviously rinse it out. But then you are going to do your boil wash, except you should not do your boil. I don't know why I said it like that. Flat iron your doll's hair first. Do not do the boil wash first. It is just easier. It just looks a lot nicer if you do the flat iron first, because then you can get the dents out of the hair with the boil wash. But anyways, the reason I'm boil washing her hair is because with a flat iron, you can't really get the top of her head, you know what I mean? And all the flyaways at the top of her head and whatnot. You can't get that with just a regular flat iron. So that's why I'm doing this. And again, making sure to constantly brush through it and get the water out of her eyes with the blow dryer. But anyways, here is my flat iron technique. It's not plugged in right now, but I'm just showing you. Yeah, you want to just make sure you use a firm pressure on a low heat and just I go along the crown of the head to do that. But basically, okay, here's next. What we're going to do is we're going to tighten her limbs. And yeah, I'm just taking out her stuffing right now, and I'm using the classic grocery bag to just make sure I don't lose any of the stuffing. And then off camera, I take Lysol and I disinfect the stuffing. I didn't show myself doing that, but that is what I did between this and now. And the next thing I'm going to do is I am going to tighten her limbs. And now I use the hair tie method because I am not going to restring a doll every single time I want to tighten her limbs a little bit. Okay. And then I'm just using like these Walmart hair ties, and on this doll she had clamps, but you'll either see a clamp like this, a metal clamp, or a giant knot in the elastic, and what you just do is you pull it up and you tie the hair tie right under that. I'm sure you've seen that by now. If you're watching this video, you've seen American Girl repair videos before. But yeah, I'm just going along and doing that to each of them. I repair American Girl dolls pretty often. I'm pretty good at finding good deals, and it is just a lot. It's really hard. It's not really hard, but it's really time consuming to restring them every time. I might do a restringing video just because I want to have a lot of tutorials on my channel, but I'm also probably going to do a video on how I find such good deals on American Girl dolls. That would probably be interesting. I'm just sort of talking to you guys right now because this is a bit boring if I just, I sped this whole video up. This video was like half an hour, but I sped it up and it's like 15 minutes now. But anyways, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a spray bottle, an old spray bottle that is filled with water, and I'm going to wet my magic eraser with that. I just find it easier and more controlled. And then I also have a paper towel on standby while I'm doing this to soak up any of the dirty water that sort of pools on the doll's limbs once you finish wiping them down with the magic eraser. That is just what I have found to be the most effective technique. And again, this doll was not in super bad condition at all. She just needed a little bit of cleaning here and there and her hair to be fixed up. I'll probably do another video on a super bad condition doll once I, acquire one. But yeah, she's going pretty good. Apparently today my Shadow High Series 2 dolls are being delivered, so hopefully I can upload those the rest of the week. I'm starting to get sick again, so I just want to film as many videos as I can before my voice gets shot. But yeah, she's coming along super nicely. This doll fixed up so well. I'm so happy. Anyways, make sure to save the doll's hands for last because they just chew up the magic erasers awfully. But once you have the limbs clean, you can restuff your doll. And what I'm doing is I am making sure to get a lot of stuffing in there right off the bat. And then I'm going to take something and I'm going to push it down. And the goal when you're doing this is to make a very sturdy foundation around the doll's legs so that if you don't, I'm using my curling iron not plugged in to do this, but if you don't have a really sturdy foundation around the legs and whatnot, your doll is going to have problems standing. Your doll is going to be lumpy. You need to make sure you really stuff her well. Okay. But anyways, here's her body all cleaned up, all tightened, all restuffed. She looks so good. We are going to reattach her head. And the reason I'm showing you this is because there is a certain technique to this. And I found that these like 2005 to 2008 bodies have like smaller neck holes than more recent bodies, if that makes sense. I don't know. I just wanted to point that out because it's taking me a long time to just get her head in the socket. But Once you do that, you're going to make sure that you turn the doll's face away from the back, and you are going to just cross over and tighten as much as you can. You want to really make sure you get that tight. And then your first knot, you're going to keep on tightening it. You want the first knot to be as tight as possible. And then what I'm doing is I'm holding down the knot with my finger, and I am doing the next one. And then I do a third one just for good luck, but you want to make sure you get the no gap, or the small gap at least. And yeah, anyways, here's her hair after boil washing and detangling and flat ironing and whatnot, and drying, obviously. And then I am taking scissors and I am trimming off all the scraggly ends of her hair that get pulled out of the weft from the wig cap. I am not trying to make her hair one even length. I am trying to get all the hair that's gone pulled and whatnot from that out, or trimmed, I mean. And yeah, it still looks a little jagged. That is because any doll that has a hairstyle in, so like a ponytail or a braid, what they do in the factory is they do the hairstyle and then they trim the ends afterwards. So that's why like Kaya's and Josefina's and Molly's, their hair is not super even once you take it down. And that's the same for Felicity here. However, it's not as noticeable. It's just a little bit, you can tell. But anyways, here she is. She is all cleaned up. She's all like repaired and whatnot. We are gonna start making her look like Felicity again. I'm taking 2 different Tupperwares. These are Tupperwares I only use for like doll stuff, so don't like reuse these for like food and whatnot. But in one container I have hot water and bleach for her chemise to get the stains, not her chemise, for her shift to get the stains out of her shift. And then in the other one I have her dress and hot water and OxyClean. I used about like half a scoop of OxyClean, and yeah, it worked really well. It really worked really well. I got all those things out of it. This is the kind of OxyClean I use. I have a video specifically on how to do doll laundry saved. I need to upload that and edit it and whatnot, but so that's coming. But anyways, yeah, as you can see, I got all the stains out of her chemise, and the next step is we are going to get that wave back in her hair. And right now I am showing you my technique for using flexi rods. However, I didn't notice that my arm completely covers it. You can't see what I'm doing at all. So I am going to link a video in the description on how on the video I follow, at least when I do my flexi rods. But yeah. Anyways, I really struggled with this doll and getting the curlers in her hair. It's probably because of like how much effort I put into straightening and repairing the doll's hair. So yeah, it was just not going well. I could not get the curls to go in without having a bunch of loose hair. So what I did to fix that is I took a 3/4 inch curling iron and I curled the ends of her hair up so that they would go into the curlers. They were not working. But anyways, this is my technique on curling doll hair. Yeah, you want to make sure that the rod is on top and just curl up. It's pretty simple. It's just like that. Yeah. So once I had done that, here's all of the ends of her hair bumped. It was much, much, much easier to get into the curlers. However, I still had some problems, so I ended up using little squares of paper towel as like end rods. But as you can see, what I'm doing here is I am taking them down and curling away from her face. That's what you want to make sure you do. On either side, you curl in the direction away from the face. So yeah, pretty simple. Pretty simple. But anyways, there's going to be a huge time jump here because I didn't film it, but I finished it all. What I did is I brushed through all her curls. I got not all the curls out. I wanted the wave that the doll has. I wanted the wave in the hair that this doll originally has. And then I pulled it into a side ponytail and put a ribbon in it that sort of matches her hair. I don't plan on keeping the doll in this outfit, so that's why I didn't like put much effort into the ribbon. If I did, I would probably go and get just a regular white satin ribbon. But I plan on getting a gala. I want to get her the red gala gown, and her red gala gown, I mean, and put her in that. And then I want to get another Felicity from the 90s this time with her pin curls intact, and I want to put her in her work outfit. So yeah, I'm just like rambling right now, but yeah, there's certain dolls where I want multiples of, and Felicity is one of them, but I'm very excited to have a more modern Felicity. Another reason I chose this version of Felicity is because I really like this version of her eyes. Felicity's had a bunch of different versions of her eyes, and they're like all super different. But I didn't like her Be Forever face. So anyways, this is just the version I ended up going with, even though she has line brows, and I don't like line brows. I would have wanted this face with feathered eyebrows. That would be like my perfect Felicity doll. Anyways, no one cares. Let me know if you like this video. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that. I will see you guys next time.